Hi everybody, my name is Elina Davis. I'm a certified Pilates instructor and personal trainer, and I would like to welcome you to my channel. As a Pilates instructor, I get asked a lot, what is Pilates? So I decided to do this video to pretty much clarify the confusion. The first thing I would like to say is that it's very hard to find a very specific definition for Pilates. So I'll try to do my best to explain it. Okay, so first thing, it's not yoga, okay, because I get asked this question a lot, if it's something like yoga or not. The only major similarity I find is that, it's about, there is a flexibility aspect to Pilates. However, Pilates is very different from yoga. First thing is that Pilates is a kind of resistance training, so the primary function of Pilates and purpose is to strengthen your whole body, especially the core, which is called powerhouse in Pilates. So the core in Pilates is actually the abs, the back, the glutes, the hamstrings, and the hips respectively. So it's pretty much a series of body weight exercises, as the original mat Pilates is about, to strengthen your whole body, especially the core. And it's different from yoga because you do a lot of different exercises with small amount of repetitions, and it's done as a flow, so not too many breaks. And usually Pilates and exercises are done just one set, so it's not like in yoga you pretty much repeat the sequence. You also don't hold the poses like in yoga. As I said, it's more of a flow and all that type of training. So also the other purpose of Pilates is the rehabilitation. It's widely used in the physical therapy, and it's good for everybody just because, it's very gentle exercise. So why should you do Pilates? I'm going to outline just a couple of benefits, only because there is 200 reasons why you should do Pilates or any other kind of physical training. It's like generally good for you. So the first thing is, I mentioned, the most important part is that it really helps you to strengthen your core, especially your abs and back. So when you have a strong core, it's not only good looking, let's be honest here, everybody aiming for the looks, it also means health. And because the exercises in Pilates are very gentle and very correct from kinesiology perspective, there are no contraindications for people, so everybody can do it. It's another benefit for Pilates. Well, the exception is very advanced mat Pilates when you do certain inversions and stuff, but overall, it doesn't have contraindications, and this exercise can be easily modified. Also, the original mat Pilates, many exercises are done in a comfortable lying down position, so even if you are tired, you can still try to do it, or if you're injured or if you're a senior. And this pretty much leads to the next benefit. It's a very sustainable form of exercise. So when I say, by the way, in the beginning I said they're gentle exercises, doesn't mean they're not efficient. Pilates is very deceiving. Sometimes, you do it and you don't feel as sore, but the next day you're going to really feel it. Also, you can really bump the intensity. Don't think the Pilates is only for seniors or for chicks. Sorry for being so straightforward. Is that includes there are a lot of planks involved, more advanced Pilates, so, and very interesting variations which even very trained people sometimes cannot do. So, as I said, this is the major benefits of Pilates, and I mentioned a little bit about the rehabilitation. Also, it's great for prevention. Let's say if you do high-intensity training like running, jumping, you do weight training, Pilates can be like really great complement to your workout regime because it's really, works out the whole core. Also, it loosens up the hips. As I said, there's still a flexibility aspect for it. So it's great to, to prevent the future injuries or just to relax the tight muscles. And the last benefit I would like to mention, which I think is one of the best benefits of Pilates, is that it's a very diverse type of training. So there are a lot of different exercises. They're switched all the time, so you don't get bored, your body don't get bored, and everybody is happy. However, Pilates is a very different type of training. So to illustrate the style of Pilates, the original one, I've decided to show you a couple of exercises for each body part so you'll actually visually see what I'm talking about. So the first exercise I would like to do, called the bent leg stretch. So pretty much you're lying down on the floor on your mat. The legs are up in a tabletop position, pretty much the feet are pointed, the legs are bent, your chin is tucked in,
And you're gonna put the leg down 2 times. You're gonna press it down like this and switch. Good, make sure your chin is tucked in. Keep going. The goal here is to really push it down. So this exercise really targets the lower part of your abdominals. It also stretches the hamstrings, which is very important for the health of your back. Keep going for a little bit longer, and we're just going to do 4 more repetitions. Good. In the last 3 times, in the last 2, and the last one. I still would like to demonstrate one more exercise to just illustrate the typical way of training of the abdominals. So your leg is up. It's a progression of the first exercise we did. Your chin is tucked in. And you're going to push it back for 2 times. 1, 2, and the other side. As you can see, one of the legs is constantly in the air. If it is too tough for you, you can keep it on the floor. Keep going. Make sure everything is tight and stable. And again, I'm just going to do a couple of more for illustration. And I'm going to relax. Now, what I wanted to show you, I want to show you the bridge, a very classical exercise in the Pilates, which pretty much targets your glutes, hamstrings, and your back. So your feet are planted on the floor. You're going to lift your pelvis up, really, really squeeze it. And you're going to slowly bring it down, not completely, don't touch the floor. And up. If it is too tough for you, you pretty much can completely touch the floor. And up. As you can see, I'm holding, so my primary goal here is to strengthen, not too much of aerobic effect. Good. And again, do a couple more for demonstration. And the last time. Good. And relax. Now, the last 2 exercises I would like to show, the first one would be related to the hips. So, the clap. All right, so your feet are up in the air, they're close together. Your body forms a straight line. Make sure everything is really tight and in place. And you're going to open up like that. Pretty much going to bring the leg as high as it goes. Make sure your feet are not dropping on the floor. And you're keeping them together. And a little bit up. We're working the hip here. So we're strengthening it a little bit. But primary function here is pretty much to loosen it up. It's especially important for people who have a seated job. And the last time. Good. Now what I want you to do, I want you to sit straight and tall. And I want to demonstrate a rare exercise from side arm series which not too many people know about. The reason why I'm doing the whole body demonstration, because even though Pilates is famous for the core, it has exercises for all other body parts. So you want to be straight and tall, and you're going to go into very small circles. This exercise is very deceiving, even though it looks silly. There is no resistance. You're going to really feel it in your shoulders. And as you can see, because we're sitting straight, it's really training your core in a natural manner. So pretty much very natural to sit straight. We just don't do it in the everyday life. Good. And you go into reverse direction. Just a little bit longer. And we are done. So I hope you really find this video to be helpful in, to clarify the confusion of what Pilates is. I really encourage you to try Pilates because it's really good for you. It's very different. And I would like to encourage you to subscribe to my channel, which is about, healthy eating, Pilates, low impact cardio. It's pretty much everything related to fitness and healthy living. And again, my name is Elina Davis, and have a nice day.